Good afternoon, friends. Last lecture we have to end of this third topic, that is about the superconductivity. In this lecture, we have to discuss the last topic of this CHEG 190 paper. That is the last topic. That is about the synthesis of solid. Okay. In this synthesis of solid, we have to discuss the procedure and the synthesis of some nanomaterial. Procedure and the synthesis of some nanomaterial. Okay, you have to take in the 6 nanomaterial and you have to study the synthesis of the nanomaterial and its procedure, its aim, chemical equipment and its result. We have to discuss in this point. Okay, the first nanomaterial is about the cadmium sulfate. Okay, therefore we have to synthesize, that is about the synthesis of cadmium sulfate nanoparticle. Okay, therefore the aim is about to synthesize the cadmium sulfate nanoparticle and cap them using the thioglycerol. Okay, you have to synthesize the cadmium sulfate nanoparticle. Okay, you have to prepare the cadmium sulfate nanoparticle and you have to cap them with the thioglycerol. Okay, these nanoparticle, cadmium sulfate nanoparticle, you have to cap them with the thioglycerol. Okay, this is the aim of this synthesis of cadmium sulfate nanoparticle. Then secondly, chemicals. Okay, which chemical we have to use in synthesis of cadmium sulfate nanoparticle? First is the cadmium acetate. Okay, first chemical is about cadmium acetate. Its formula is about, into bracket, that is about CH3CO bracket complete twice into cadmium dot 2s2. Okay, this is the cadmium acetate. Then secondly, the thioglycerol. Okay, thioglycerol, its molecular formula is about the HSCH2CH2OH. Okay, this is the molecular formula of the thioglycerol. This is the second chemical you are to use in synthesis of cadmium sulfate nanoparticle. Third is sodium sulfide Na2S. Sodium sulfide Na2S means that is about sodium sulfide. Its molecular formula is about the Na2S. This sodium sulfide we have to also use as a chemical in the synthesis of cadmium sulfate nanoparticle. Then the ethanol. Okay, then the ethanol. This is also used in the chemical, used as a chemical in synthesis of cadmium sulfate nanoparticle. Okay, this is all about the chemical. Then the equipment. Okay, equipment, you have to know about the round bottom class assembly. Okay, this round bottom class assembly you have to use in the SYBSc, TYBSc. Okay, in the practical of the separation of the liquid and the solid liquid. Okay, therefore this is the RBF assembly you have to use in this, use as a equipment in the synthesis of cadmium sulfate nanoparticle. Then secondly, magnetic stirrer come with the heater. Magnetic stirrer come with the heater means the magnetic stirrers, it is a formation. Magnetic stirrer come with the heater means the your stirrer, magnetic stirrer, and it is provided the heat to the compound, and that is the magnetic stirrer come with the heater. Then the third is optical absorption spectrometer. Then third is optical absorption spectrometer. Okay, this is the three equipment you have to use in the synthesis of cadmium sulfate nanoparticle. Okay, therefore we have to discuss the procedure of synthesis of cadmium sulfate nanoparticle. Okay, you have to take down the round bottom flask. Okay, you have to take down the round bottom flask. Then you have to take the cadmium acetate in 25 ml ethanol. You have to put in the RBF. You have to put in RBF. Then stir the solution for the 2 hours. Stir the solution for 2 hours on magnetic stirrer. Stir the solution on 2 hours on magnetic stirrer. Then after the stirring, you have to add the thioglycerol. After the stirring, you have to add the thioglycerol into the solution. Then again you have to stir for 2 hours. Then again you have to stir 2 hours. Therefore, 2 hours. and after the stirring you have to add the sodium sulfide. You have to add the sodium sulfide, and its concentration is about 0.1 molar. Its concentration is about 0.1 molar. Then you have to concentrate this solution after addition of sodium sulfate. Okay, after addition of the sodium sulfate solution, therefore you have to concentrate the solution into rota evaporator. You have to concentrate the solution into rota evaporator. Then you have to, after the concentration solution in rota evaporator, then you have to add the 2-propanol. You have to add the 2-propanol until flocculation occurs. Until flocculation occurs. Flocculation means that is about the sticky particle. That sticky particle, it is producing the large particle. Means flocculation means, therefore you have to add it the 2-propanol into the solution. Therefore the formation of the stickiness into the compound, that is called as flocculation. That is called as flocculation occurs. Okay. Then after addition of the 2-propanol, therefore you have to stir for the 3 hours. Therefore you have to stir for 3 hours, and therefore after the 3 hours stirring, therefore the precipitate is centrifuged. After the stirring, after the 3 hours stirring, therefore the precipitate is centrifuged and washed in acetone. The precipitate is centrifuged and washed with acetone and diethyl ether. And diethyl ether means that after this 3 hours stirring, therefore the precipitate are centrifuged and the washed in acetone, and these precipitate are washed in acetone and the diethyl ether. And diethyl ether. Then after the washing of the precipitate with acetone and the diethyl ether, therefore you have to vacuum drying in cadmium sulfate nanoparticle. Okay, you have to vacuum drying in cadmium sulfate nanoparticle in powder form. Therefore your cadmium sulfate particles are in vacuum drying. Therefore it is formation of the powder form of the cadmium sulfate nanoparticle. Powder form of the cadmium sulfate of the nanoparticle after the vacuum drying. Means you have to vacuum drying, therefore your cadmium sulfate nanoparticle in powder form. Okay, this is all about the procedure of the synthesis of cadmium sulfate nanoparticle. Okay, therefore result. Okay, what is the conclusion of this synthesis, and therefore it is shown in this result. That is about the figure A. Okay, this is the figure A, and that figure, it is a excitonic peak. Okay, look at this peak. Okay, this peak is a excitonic peak. Okay, this peak is a excitonic peak. Okay, therefore the figure A is an excitonic peak. Okay, this is the figure. Okay, and this peak is an excitonic peak. At excitonic peak, appear at the position must be shifted. Appear at the position must be shifted. Okay, this excitonic peak, it is appear at the position. This position appear at the position. Therefore it is shifted compared to onset. Okay, therefore it is shifted compared to onset, and at about 530 nanometer. Okay, this is the 530 nanometer. Therefore it is shifted. That is this peak is a excitonic peak, and it is appear at the position. It must be shifted. Means this excitonic peak, it appear on this position. Therefore this position must be shifted. Okay, this position must be shifted. Onset the bulk absorption. At about 530 nanometer. Okay, this peak must be shifted to 530 nanometer peak, 530 nanometer peak of the, in case of cadmium sulfate. In case of cadmium sulfate means in case of cadmium sulfate, therefore the excitonic peak, its wavelength is about 295 nanometer. Therefore it is a shifted. Therefore it is a shifted shifted at about 530 nanometer. There in case of cadmium sulfate. Okay, this is the first point of this result. Then the second point, that is about the size determination of particle. Size determination of particle carried out using the procedure. Okay, size determination of the particle, it is a carried out using the procedure. Means your size determination means your cadmium sulfate particle is formed, and therefore you have to size determine this cadmium sulfate nanoparticles, and it is carried out using the procedure. Means this procedure you have to carry it out, and you have to formation of the cadmium sulfate nanoparticle, and then the cadmium sulfate nanoparticle size is a determination of the particle, and it carried out using this procedure. Means this carried out using the procedure. Below for the zinc oxide or the titanium dioxide nanoparticles, therefore the zinc oxide PBS has the same procedure. Okay, zinc oxide and the tin sulfide has a similar procedure to synthesize them. Okay, and therefore this is the graph between wavelength versus the intensity. Therefore it shows the excitonic peak, and therefore it is a UV visible absorption spectrum for the cadmium sulfate nanoparticle. Okay, this is all about the synthesis of the cadmium sulfate of the nanoparticle, its aim, chemical equipment, its procedure, result, and its graph. Okay, this is all about the synthesis of the cadmium sulfate nanoparticle, and this is the procedure of nanoparticle, nanomaterial. Okay, thank you. Next time we are to discuss the second nanomaterial. Okay, thank you.